Hey the hottie, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming back. For those who are still subscribing, I see you guys, and thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and help me to grow this family. So for those who are new here, Gina Macy, in Essentia Mahalmelu Musia, I am Miss Mac. So as you can already tell by the title of today's video, we are doing a sit down. So guys, the year is 2019. I had just graduated, and like any other graduate, you are looking forward to the new year. You are hoping to find work. You are happy, you are excited, because I mean all these years are finally paying off, right? And actually, lucky for me guys, January I got something. I got a post for 3 months. So for the 3 months I worked at this particular school. And guys, there's this thing that the Department of Education does that is so annoying. Like our department, guys, if you're a new teacher and you do not experience this, kudos to you guys. Kudos to you, because this is the pits, ne? When you're a new teacher in some districts, like I said, not everyone experiences this, but I was one of the unfortunate people to experience this, because with the post that I had gotten, I did not get paid until after that post was over or done with, right? So for the 3 months that I worked at that particular post, I was not paid. And that is so annoying, because a lot of people experience this. Some it can even drag for about 6 months, you guys, or so. That is annoying, honestly. Department of Education, please do something about that. It is such an inconvenience, honestly. So yeah, I worked at that particular school for 3 months, and then the post, I was done with the post during March. I think just at the end of the term, I didn't have to go back. So now it's April. I have no job to go to, because I'm done with the post. So I was actually at home for a few weeks, and in those few weeks, guys, you are applying left, right, and center, and the thought of just being unemployed is the worst thing, honestly. So here I am applying day in, guys. It's emails, it's dropping your CVs in different schools, dropping it in the district and so forth, right? So lucky for me, how did I get this job? Actually, I think a friend of mine told me about the job. Yeah. So at the end of April, I get this new job, right? So the post is now a substitute post for 4 months. So the person I was filling in for was going on a maternity leave, you guys. Right. So, okay, the post is in Northwest. So I had to actually relocate to Northwest because it was in Klerksdorp. Right, I relocate, no problem. And thank God in this new post, I got paid in the very same month I started working, guys. Some schools are just fantastic and others are a nightmare. Heck, Asana, I go to this particular place, Northwest. I go to Northwest, stay there for, okay, my friend, the person who recommended this post to me, accommodated me. And guys, it was 4 months. So I thought, okay, in these 4 months, let me actually get somewhere to stay. So I found a flat in the very same complex with this friend of mine, right? Everything, it's fine. I have my own space. Guys, I've always wanted my own space. So I'm staying in this nice flat. And mind you guys, like, Northwest is so affordable. I did not even want to come back because I was like, you know what, if I can actually move this side, I felt like I could do a lot of things because, guys, compared to the Val, Northwest, it's so affordable. Life that side is so affordable. And plus, I thought, there's nothing for me in the Val anyways. There's nothing for me in the Val anymore. Right, so the 4 months comes to an end. And now reality kicks in. The good sis is actually unemployed. Yo, guys. Yo, unemployment, it's the pits. Oh, fine. So I'm like, okay, you know what, let me just go home for a few. Okay, guys, I'm getting a message, sorry about that. So I'm like, okay, let me just go home for some few weeks, to gather myself, because kuningi, mind you, I've rented this flat now. I don't actually want to go back to the Val. So I go back home, just to find myself a bit. Right, you know how family dynamics are, you guys. I had a fallout with a member of my family. Then I had to go back to Northwest. I could not stay home. I was actually kicked out, guys. A whole sister Macy was kicked out of home. Story for another day. Right, so I go back to Northwest in my flat or apartment, if you may. Yeah, reality is now kicking in deeper and deeper and deeper to say, guys, how are you gonna pay rent? What are you gonna eat? And lucky for me, guys, I'm actually a saver. One thing about me, I will save money. And those savings actually came to the rescue when I was in Northwest unemployed and having to pay rent and the savings came in handy, even though at some point I could feel that they were getting finished. Money is going out, it's not coming in anymore, you guys. Starting to get stressed, because at this point you're thinking, okay, how am I gonna survive this, you guys? And then I'm still at Northwest, ne? COVID-19 hits. It's now COVID-19, towards the end of the year, beginning of 2020. Guys, when was COVID? That time, but I think in total I was unemployed for 7 months, and that was the worst 7 months of my life, because, guys, I was very depressed. I didn't know what to do. I did not want to go back to the Val. And even if I could go back to the Val, my thing was, what's going to happen to my furniture? Where am I going to stack it? I don't have money for storage, Yo, guys. And one thing about me, if I am at my lowest, I will sleep. I think I slept those 7 months away, you guys. That year I had my first panic attack, because, guys, I think I was crying almost every day. Yo, hence I'm saying, guys, we know that South Africa is one of the highest countries with unemployment rate, but when it hits home, you guys, the stress, the financial stress, emotional stress that comes with being unemployed is just too much. So that year I stayed for 7 months unemployed, guys. Sometimes I would not have enough money to buy food. My mom would send some money, like, it was not enough. Honestly speaking, she tried, but it was not enough. I do not wish unemployment it's my worst enemy, honestly. I was applying I was applying every day. Nothing was working for me. I was Bekuningi, guys, it was a lot. Unfortunately, something about being unemployed is that when one door opens, then all these other doors will open. But when it's dry, baby girl, it will be dry and there will be nothing. I felt like, God, you have forsaken me. You have forgotten about me. How can I be unemployed with no support structure that is very stable and strong? Like, guys, yes, people tired, but guys, when you're in that situation, it just feels like the world is closing up on you. Like, that was the worst 7 months of my life. So guys, when someone says they are unemployed, please be kind, because people go through the most when they're unemployed. And also, people think either you are not serious, you are lazy, you are not doing enough, as if you're just sitting there. That time every day you are reminded that I am unemployed, guys. Especially when when you're doing teaching, everyone is like, you will never struggle to find work. That's what people thought. That's what I also thought, that there's no way I can struggle to find work as a teacher in South Africa. But best believe that even today there are teachers that I know who still do not have a job, yet they have graduated a long time ago. There's people I know personally who have not even secured a permanent job. Like, how many years later? Boma, 4 years later. So guys, unemployment is a lot. Like, I think it almost broke me, guys, because I could not even pray. I could not do anything. I was demotivated. I felt like there's no point in trying anymore, because I've tried so hard and nothing is happening. So it's the worst thing. Believe me, unemployment is the worst thing. So guys, to those who are still looking, may God be with you, guys. May God strengthen you when you are weak, because there is nothing difficult than knowing that you have done your part, which is go to school, and now you cannot find work anywhere. But just stay in there, guys. Trust God, and hopefully one day your unemployment days will be behind you.